I'm Jonathan Ortmans, president and founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. What we're about is creating an opportunity for anybody, anywhere, to unleash their idea. We want to make sure that the guy that's got the worst deal on the planet has an opportunity. At the Global Entrepreneurship Network, we've built one global entrepreneurship ecosystem that allows anyone on the planet to be able to connect, understand, support, and celebrate the entrepreneurs that represent so much promise for our future. We went in with the belief that we could create a common culture across the globe in the interest of entrepreneurship and innovation. We learned a lot of techniques and tools about, ultimately, how do you build a community that's across the world? How do you cross national boundaries and cultures and religions and languages? We discovered something that was common in all people. They have this enthusiasm and curiosity about making the world a better place. We tried to provide some structure, but allow a lot of flowers to be blooming the way they wanted to. We have divided our work into 4 primary cornerstones. We want to be able to connect everybody across any aspects of an entrepreneurial ecosystem to find peers, find markets, and find opportunities. Secondly, we want to understand the field better. We want to elevate the field based on research and data. And then thirdly, we're working carefully to provide the best support programs we can find. The last part is we like to celebrate. It's where we began with Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is the notion of making the role of the entrepreneur be perceived around the world as being a force for good, as being the individuals who are able to create new value in our societies and can really set an example for all of our citizens in the way we go about living our lives. Entrepreneurs are the great equalizers. They bring the ability of anybody to be able to have the opportunity no matter where they come from in the world. That promise of entrepreneurship is always what's empowered our community.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the official virtual launch of SLUDTERA's Global Entrepreneurship Week 2025 calendar of events. I'm your host, Michelle Samuel. I'm the CEO of SLUDTERA Inc. I am a member of the Global Entrepreneurship Network, or GEN. The Global Entrepreneurship Network operates in 200 countries with a mission to make it easier for anyone, anywhere to start and to scale a business, just as you saw in the video that just played. By fostering deeper cross-border collaboration between founders, investors, policymakers, ecosystem leaders, and others, GEN fuels healthier and more efficient local and national entrepreneurship ecosystems. In the past year, GEN has supported 2.24 million entrepreneurs. I want you to listen to those figures. Mobilized $4 million, or should I say over $4 million in funding for entrepreneurs, partnered with over 1,000 entrepreneurial support organizations, and engaged more than 300 policymakers, all in efforts to advance policies and programs to help businesses start and scale. As a member of GEN, I hold the following titles: Startup Huddle Global Mentor, the 2019 GEN Compass Awards Ecosystem Champion nominee, the 2025 GEC Ambassador, 2025 GEN Compass Awards Barrier Breaker nominee. I also lead one of GEN's programs here in St. Lucia, Entrepreneurship World Cup, or EWC. I also actively host events during Global Entrepreneurship Week or GEW. I'm absolutely delighted that you've joined me this afternoon as we kick off the excitement leading up to Global Entrepreneurship Week 2025, celebrated worldwide from November 17th to the 23rd. Before we continue, I would like to invite my Heavenly Father into this proceeding. Father, Lord, I want to thank you so very much for the breath of life that you've given us. Thank you for your many blessings. I invite your presence as I'm about to share this wonderful, exciting news with everyone who is watching and listening, and everyone who will be watching the replay thereafter on the YouTube channel. I want to thank you for every opportunity that you have given me, and I want to thank you in advance for the opportunities that you will make, that you would allow for me and allow for everyone who will participate and benefit from these GEW events. I want to thank you in advance. I ask and pray that you be with every single partner, every single sponsor, every single participant. I especially ask and pray that you continue to strengthen us, the entrepreneurs who you have blessed with the talent and the skills and the knowledge and the tools to find the solutions to the problems that exist every single day. Global Entrepreneurship Week is a celebration of us, business persons, us, the entrepreneurs, us, those change makers, those innovators. It's a celebration of those persons who solve everyday problems, who do not think what is wrong, but who think what can be done to fix what is wrong. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for us, everything that you've given us, for you know best. This I ask and I pray. Amen. All right. Now, this year's theme is Together We Build. A powerful reminder that entrepreneurship thrives when communities, innovators, and dreamers come together to collaborate, to learn, and to grow. Global Entrepreneurship Week, or GEW, is a global movement that celebrates and empowers entrepreneurs in over 200 countries. And I say over 200 countries because this is a global movement. It is 100% global. And one of the things that is very key in celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week is the fact that it brings people together. Not just the entrepreneurs, not just the change makers, but the people who we impact, the people who benefit from the solutions that we come up with. Everyone benefits. And so this is a celebration of us. Think of celebrating your birthday. Once a year, you can call it your Earth Day, you can call it your birthday, whatever you want to call it. Once a year, you celebrate the day you were born. What we're saying is that Global Entrepreneurship Week is precisely 1 week where we entrepreneurs celebrate each other. And we celebrate ourselves, our accomplishment, and the accomplishments that we have realized up to this point. Because for the most part, we are our biggest critics. We wear so many hats. And at times, it is difficult for us to stand back and look at the things that our hands molded by the grace of God. That the things that we help to create or we help to innovate, it is difficult for us to stand back and celebrate because we're always thinking of the what's next. We're always thinking of what is the next problem that I can solve. We're always thinking, did I do this right? We are our biggest critics. But this Global Entrepreneurship Week, we're not talking about what we can do next. We're celebrating what we have done and what we are doing now. We are building. Together, we are building networks. We are building net worth. We are building economies. We are building pride. We are building confidence in each other. And I want to thank every single partner that has agreed to come on board with me for this year's events. Now, each year, my company, SLUDTERA, proudly joins this movement by hosting a series of transformative events designed to inspire, educate, and connect entrepreneurs at every stage of their journey. This year, I'm excited to bring to you 6 dynamic events and 1 incredible launch experience, which we're having right now, featuring local and international experts, alumni entrepreneurs, and creative innovators from St. Lucia and beyond. Now, I want to briefly share that these events that you're about to see, some of you may have heard of them, especially if you attended last year's events, because some of them are actually annually held. So, for example, one such event is called Entrepreneurship Fail Forward Night 2025. And that is specifically an event that happens every year. And this is an event where you can call it a mixer. It's called a networking mixer. And it is our opening networking mixer, which will be held in Labrie, hosted by Mylika Amade at Melly's Bomagie. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Mylika or with Melly's, you would know that the name was previously Melly's Mix It Up, but it has now been rebranded to Melly's Bomagie. The name has changed. The name has changed, but the service is still the same. The food is just as delicious. And I am telling you, the atmosphere, it's not to die for, but it's something that you need to experience. Mylika gets reviews from visitors who come to our shores looking for local cuisine, looking for something that will remind them of what St. Lucia has to offer. When persons come to our island, they want to experience our sand, our beaches, our pitos, our culture, but they also want to experience our food, our culinary delights. They don't want to eat what they could eat at the hotel, for example. Not bashing the hotels, but what I'm saying is they're looking for a local experience, which is why when visitors come to our shores, they book excursions. And these excursions take them on tours where they can experience true St. Lucian culture in all of its majesty. They want to feel it, they want to taste it, they want to experience it, and they pay for that experience. That's what they come here for. They come here to taste what we have to offer. And why not give them home-cooked comfort food, St. Lucian style? Why not? Why not give them the flavor of Mother Helen? That's who we are. We like to integrate, other cuisines and pull a bit of, recipes from here and from there. There's nothing wrong with that. That's been innovative. That's been creative. But when we prepare our meals for our visitors, they want to taste St. Lucian cuisine, St. Lucian style. So keep that in mind. Those of you who working in the food and beverage industries, who are, of course, catering to visitors, this is what they pay for: the St. Lucian cuisine, the St. Lucian experience, St. Lucian style. So Entrepreneurship Fail Forward Night is going to take place at Melly's Bomagie on Father Brochure Street in Labrie. That is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, it is taking place on the 17th of November. That's a Monday. Okay, so Monday night. So if you're in the vicinity of Labrie, or if you don't mind taking a nice cool drive after work to Lyman to network in the company of great people and to eat good food, bon qualité manger, then you need to be at Entrepreneurship Feel Forward Night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The entrance fee is only 40 EC dollars. Only 40 EC dollars. That includes a good meal, a drink of your choice, and access to the prize draw that Melis is going to have every half hour. Get ready to be inspired and connect with fellow entrepreneurs and others. Now, we partnered with Melis Beaumager to present Entrepreneurship Fail Forward Night because it is a unique opportunity to hear powerful stories of resilience and growth from entrepreneurs who face setbacks in their life and who turn them into valuable learning experiences. A couple of things that you can expect at that event. Candid storytelling, because we came to tell the truth. We came here to talk about our failures, what went wrong. Games, because of course we must have a little bit of pleasure with the stories that we're telling. We must have fun. And of course, music. Who doesn't love music? Good food, good company, good music. What a better way to end a Monday evening? Mix and mingle with laughter and conversation. Secure your ticket with Melis and come and have a fantastic time while soaking in some good conversation, music, and fun. Now, I cannot guarantee that I will be present because I'm a mom and moms have responsibilities. Yeah. And if I can carry my kids with me, I will find my way there. But if you don't see me, enjoy it for me. Yeah. Take a few selfies, post them on social media, let people know where you are. You're at Melis Beaumager, enjoying some good food and good conversation with Entrepreneurship Fail Forward Night 2025. On November 18th, we have Reviving Traditions webinar with a special guest, Herman Santillan, exploring how indigenous wisdom is transforming the chocolate industry. Herman, I apologize if I butchered your name. If I mispronounced your name, please let me know. And I will do my best to correct it next time on social media that I come on live. I do apologize if I mispronounced your name. It happens from time to time. So please let me know if you're watching. Now, this particular webinar is extremely special. The founder of Oxcanita Chocolate, the very first indigenous-led chocolate-making enterprise in Oaxaca, Mexico, a globally recognized social entrepreneur, and a 2017 alum, Santillan has collaborated with Meta, Pfizer, TED, and more. He will share how he's transforming the chocolate industry through indigenous wisdom, sustainability, and community-driven innovation. Now, we have a specific group or niche group of people that we would like to watch this webinar when it is taking place. Chocolatiers in St. Lucia. We have quite a few. We have Project Chocolat down the coast. We have our chocolate factory. Yes, we do. We make chocolate right here in St. Lucia. So if you're a chocolatier, if you're a cocoa farmer, if you're an agro processor, Caribbean entrepreneur who's passionate about heritage-based business growth, do not miss this opportunity and this journey from green to brilliance. I will be sharing the links of the respective events as I mention them. So not to worry, you will be able to get access to the events to register for them as they are mentioned. On November 19th, we have the Alumni Entrepreneur Panel 2025. Last year, it was a great conversation. We had 4 guests that joined us. One was unable to make it, but it was impactful. It was informative, nevertheless. And I want to give a great big shout out to Chef Ed Harris, who joined us last year, because this man, when he puts his mind to something, he delivers on it. He delivers on it. And we started this conversation last year about the success and the journey that took him with Knife and Spoon, his business brand, and the businesses that he has in collaboration and partnership with his wife. He has a wonderful wife, by the way. I call her Queen. Wonderful wife. And she has her own businesses as well. Virgin Hair Fantasy is one of her businesses. And one of the things that I really admired about Chef Ed is the fact that he didn't just appear on this panel. There was a segment in the conversation where I posed the question, how do you intend to give back to the local entrepreneurial community? How do you intend to give back to those persons who are coming up and would like to get support and would like to get knowledge, learn from you, who has been as successful as you are? Because Chef Ed is extremely successful. He's an award-winning chef. He's a globally award-winning chef. And this man, along with his wife, they are celebrities. They are millionaire celebrities. So how do you give back to a community that is looking to even achieve half of what you have accomplished? And so what he did was he challenged himself to deliver something to the community in a way that would impact them for years to come. So he wanted to impart his own knowledge to them by creating a masterclass, a culinary masterclass for all chefs on the island. It was open to everybody. Everybody, home cooks, chef, restaurateurs, persons who work at hotels. It was open to everybody. But only a select few registered. And we had this masterclass, and persons were taught how to start their own seasoning line because he wanted them to tap into sleeping money. What is sleeping money basically? In a nutshell, it's making money while you sleep. So he taught them what they needed to know for them to create their own brand of seasonings and then sell their seasonings online and then generate an income. That was an introduction to the many things that he could show them and demonstrate. Now, this year, we do not have an exact panel as yet. I will be sharing that information in the coming weeks. Our panel is being put together. But just know that when you join us on the 19th, you will be hearing stories of growth, of collaboration. And one thing is extremely important is that this type of panel discussion is where people don't just talk about the success, they talk about how they achieve the success. And these are a combination of diaspora, so persons who are from St. Lucia, who live out of St. Lucia, who are successful, and a few of our local business entrepreneurs coming together to have a conversation, asking genuine questions that persons will ask of persons who have achieved things that they have not yet achieved. So if you want to be part of this type of discussion, you can reach out to me if you want to be on our panel, or if you just simply want to watch and listen, then of course stay tuned to our socials for when the link becomes available. This discussion, we will talk about various things in terms of, and there's always going to be that segment of giving back. That is one thing that I am big on, is giving back, is to challenge the diaspora of a way they can give back to the local community. So stay tuned for the details. November 20th. November 20th. We are doing Digital Tools for Startups 2025. And you hear the year because last year we had it. We've been having it every year. And every year we have a really great turnout. We have a really great turnout because persons are always curious to find out what are the new digital tools that they need to have in their business. What's new? What's trending? And this event is hosted with Shireen, an exciting collaboration with Blue Media Marketing. Join us for an engaging evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you are looking to boost your startup's digital presence, if you want to learn about the tools to help you to develop your business relationships and connect with your audience more meaningfully, if you just simply want to learn about the features of the BizConnect Caribbean platform, ding, ding, ding. Yes, I said it. For those of you who may have heard about BizConnect and you haven't heard me mention it, yeah, BizConnect Caribbean is on the menu. And of course, how you can become part of the program, whether as a trainer or a mentor or a speaker. The floor is open, right? This event is for you. Now, what you can expect from Digital Tools for Startups with Shireen, expect what we give you every year, but there's always a twist. There's always something new. There's always something fun and trending. And the best part about it, people love the unboxing. Yeah? That's the best part. People love the unboxing. And the unboxing is always left to the end. So you have to stay with us until the end to see the unboxing. So you'll get insights into essential digital tools to elevate your business. You'll be introduced to the features of BizConnect's Caribbean. You're going to be part of, or you're going to witness a special unboxing session showcasing unique marketing products from Blue Media Prints. Interactive activities, of course, because we want to engage with the people who are joining us via Zoom. We want to talk to you. We want to know what you think, what you feel. We even want you to try out a couple of those tools that we're going to be talking about. Do not miss this unique opportunity to take your business to the next level. Don't miss out on it. All right. On November 21st, this is a biggie for me. One biggie, well, one of the biggies for me is the next big inventor, Secondary School Startup Day. Now, this one is very unique because what it does, it allows the students, the secondary school students of schools across the island to partner with us, where they get to showcase their innovative skills and talents at their school on that day within the period of 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So schools across the island will be showcasing their students' innovations, and they will be competing for some really great prizes. So if you have competed for last year and you want to compete again, the floor is open. I'm actually welcoming the principals of the various secondary schools to reach out to me if you want to partner with us for the next big inventor, Secondary School Startup Day. On that same day, in the afternoon, we have the 50 Plus Women Entrepreneur Panel. And this takes place from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Stories of experience, courage, and growth from women who are over 50. Because we do have women who are over 50, who are looking to start businesses. They have gone through work, they've spent years behind the desk or in whatever profession that they have, and they are retiring, or they want to settle down into something that they enjoy. So they want to start a business. But are there opportunities? Ask yourself this question honestly. Are there opportunities for women who are over 50 to start a business? Is there any funding opportunity right now that's open to women over 50? If you tell me the MSME loan grant scheme, I will tell you yes. Aside from that, is there anything else that is available, readily available for women over 50 to start and to run a business? And this is a challenge that they have faced for years. And this particular platform allows them to shed light on it, because many people do not understand from what it is like from the perspective of a woman over 50 who is just starting a business. They're no young spring chicken, as they like to say, but they deserve the support just as much as a young spring chicken deserves the support too. So hear from these women about the challenges that they face and the potential successes that they've also had. So again, if you are a woman over 50 and you'd like to be on this panel, reach out to me and we can have a discussion about that. Okay? Let's move right along. November 22nd. I like to call this the coup de grace. That's what I like to call it. The coup de grace. November 22nd, we have our grand finale. For those of you who are watching who would like to ask a question or drop a comment, please do so. I would love to hear from you, and we will respond to your comments and to your queries, as we go along. Please, if you're watching and you think that there's somebody who needs to see this, like this live stream, share it with a fellow entrepreneur so that they too can see and learn about the different events that we're having. And especially if you want to find out about the updates about our events, please subscribe to SLUDTERA's YouTube channel for our GEW 2025 event coverage. Some of our events are going to be streamed online, so you will have access to them. And for you to understand and to know what we do, how we do it, and the things that we do, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're on LinkedIn as well for daily updates. And what I would actually advise you to do is to subscribe or to follow us on WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp channel, and all of our updates are posted there before they are posted to our social media sites. So please check out our WhatsApp channel, subscribe, follow us so that you can get our updates. Okay. Now, again, I want to remind you that the theme for this year is Together We Build. We are building up each other. We are building up ecosystems. We are empowering, we're inspiring, we're connecting people across the Caribbean. And this event, the finale event for our GEW, is the best one of all. And that is, I repeat, that is the event called Unlocking Unlimited Potential. That is the coup de grace. It is a franchising masterclass that will take place on November 22nd from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Finance Administrative Center, 5th floor conference room at Point Seraphin in Castries. We have wonderful speakers who are going to be joining us in St. Lucia, one who will be joining us virtually. We have Ms. Shauna Rawlings of Barbados. She is a franchise ambassador, and the name of her business is Delicious Treats Franchise. She is referred to and affectionately known as the franchise queen of the Caribbean. And there's a reason for that title. She will be here in St. Lucia to provide the very knowledge that we need here in St. Lucia and in the region on what franchising is and to what it takes to become a franchise. But we're not going to stop there. We also have Mr. Christopher Collins. Now, he is the owner of FMS Franchising Marketing Systems, and he has over 30 years experience in helping businesses to franchise and make millions. Let me say that again. Over 30 years experience in helping businesses to franchise and make millions. Did you hear what I just said? And this man will be in St. Lucia at this franchising masterclass to teach you how to do the very same thing. So never before has such a workshop ever been done. Never before has such information ever been made readily available to you. And St. Lucians, SLUDTERA is bringing it to you. We are bringing it to you for such a low price. It is affordable. Think of it as an investment into your sustainable growth. That's what this is. I am very excited about this masterclass. Very excited. So very excited. I also want to thank the U.S. Department of State and IREX for providing a small grant towards this particular franchising masterclass. I am excited. With this grant, it is going to make it possible for a group of persons to attend the masterclass free of charge. And of course, part of the funds will go towards the cost of the event because we're providing catering, we're providing transportation for persons who want to attend but may need a ride back home. They may not be mobile, so they may need to get back home. So we're providing transportation for those persons. If you cannot join us in person, then join us online. You need this information. You need this wealth of knowledge that we're going to be sharing with you. I'm a speaker as well, and I'm representing my businesses, M&S Consultancy, SLUDTERA, and the new program that we just launched, Biz Connect Caribbean. Come for you to understand why you need to be there. You need to be there. If you want to understand what franchising is, if you want to learn if your business is franchise ready, you need to be there. You need to be in that room. So if you have not yet done so, please, please, please share the live, share the link, and encourage someone to join, to watch. And of course, we invite entrepreneurs, students, innovators, and dreamers from across St. Lucia and the diaspora to join us for these exciting activities, whether in person, whether online. There is something for everyone during GEW 2025. Now, for those of you who may be wondering, how can I get involved with GEW? Because anybody can get involved in GEW. Remember, I played a video in the beginning. For those of you who are watching now, I played a video which is what is the Global Entrepreneurship Network. That's Jen. Jen, like I said, is making it possible for anyone, anywhere to start a business. They provide support programs. They provide platforms, and GEW is the perfect avenue to celebrate who we are and what we do. So if you would like to get involved with Global Entrepreneurship Week, if you would like to find out what you can do for GEW, there are two things you can do. You can reach out to the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, who leads Global Entrepreneurship Week here in St. Lucia. They run events every single year. Okay? Find out how you can be part of their calendar of events. Reach out to them. Yeah? If you would like to find out what type of events you can do, let's say you want to get involved but you're really not sure what you can do, there are options available. You can actually log on to genglobal.org and go to Global Entrepreneurship Week, and you will see everything you need to see about GEW and how you can get involved. As a matter of fact, it is genglobal.org/GEW to learn more about the events. If you want to have your event globally recognized on the Gen calendar, then add your event. If you want to find out how you can participate, but you're not sure what you can do, explore event ideas. There's an entire idea bank of suggested events that you can do, that you can host to celebrate entrepreneurs in your community, in your city, in your constituency, whatever you want to call it. If you have a compelling story that you'd like to share about someone who has impacted your community, and you would like to celebrate them, and you would like to acknowledge them, and you would like them to be acknowledged, submit your story. If you would like to be part of any of our events, get involved. We would love to have you. Reach out to me, and I am glad to hear any suggestions you have on various ways that you could be part of our events. So I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I invite you to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and on LinkedIn, and join our WhatsApp community for real-time updates. Together, we're not just celebrating entrepreneurship, okay? We are building. Together, we are building the future of innovation and opportunity in St. Lucia and beyond. I am so very glad that you joined me today. Thank you so much for tuning in, to SLUDTERA's GEW virtual launch. Just a reminder that Global Entrepreneurship Week runs from November 17th to November 23rd under the theme Together We Build. Join us all week long. There are events happening all across the globe. All across the globe. So if you want to be part of it, reach out to the St. Lucia Chamber Commerce if you want to have your event as part of their calendar. If you want to have your event recognized on a global scale, then reach out to genglobal.org/GEW and find out how you can do that. I want to thank you so very much for joining me today for this launch, for this live. I also want to give a shout out to Claiborne Appice. Claiborne, we did a webinar a few months ago. Well, not a few months ago, but last month we did a webinar called Breaking the Sound Barrier with Deaf Touch. And I am really excited to have Claiborne on board. Claiborne is joining the movement. And you'll get to hear more about the initiatives that we are bringing through Deaf Touch to St. Lucia and to the region. Thank you again for joining me. I cannot wait to see you all during Global Entrepreneurship Week 2025. Follow our page for updates on upcoming events. Those of you who would like to participate, for example, the panel discussions, please reach out to me. You can reach out at SLUDTERA, that's SLUDTERA @gmail.com, or you can send us a WhatsApp message, 758-724-0079. I'd love to hear from you. I would love to find out what suggestions that you have, the ideas that you have. And if you just want to join our events, we'd love to have you. Thank you once again and have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Take care, everyone, until we see again next time. Bye-bye.
I'm Jonathan Ortmans, president and founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. What we're about is creating an opportunity for anybody, anywhere, to unleash their idea. We want to make sure that the guy that's got the worst deal on the planet has an opportunity. At the Global Entrepreneurship Network, we've built one global entrepreneurship ecosystem that allows anyone on the planet to be able to connect, understand, support, and celebrate the entrepreneurs that represent so much promise for our future. We went in with the belief that we could create a common culture across the globe in the interest of entrepreneurship and innovation. We learned a lot of techniques and tools about, ultimately, how do you build a community that's across the world? How do you cross national boundaries and cultures and religions and languages? We discovered something that was common in all people. They have this enthusiasm and curiosity about making the world a better place. We tried to provide some structure, but allow a lot of flowers to be blooming the way they wanted to. We have divided our work into 4 primary cornerstones. We want to be able to connect everybody across any aspects of an entrepreneurial ecosystem to find peers, find markets, and find opportunities. Secondly, we want to understand the field better. We want to elevate the field based on research and data. And then thirdly, we're working carefully to provide the best support programs we can find. The last part is we like to celebrate. It's where we began with Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is the notion of making the role of the entrepreneur be perceived around the world as being a force for good, as being the individuals who are able to create new value in our societies and can really set an example for all of our citizens in the way we go about living our lives. Entrepreneurs are the great equalizers. They bring the ability of anybody to be able to have the opportunity no matter where they come from in the world. That promise of entrepreneurship is always what's empowered our community.